Hello, we're back. Our issues today are people are walking on the streets again. And they're saying, or it's being said, that we are too tired, we are much too fatigued with people power, or to have another people power 3 or 4. Let's assume the series is, well, Erap's comeback was Erap 3, but which only lasted, which turned into turmoil and violence. But supposedly this next people power, if it is. As we speak, people are turning to the streets, but what happens is there are different groups that are coming all over the place. Mr. Saicon, boy, ito mga naglalabasan, iba-ibang grupo ito eh. Now, it seems, may nakita ko pa sa telebisyon kahapon, mga yung MAD, Mad Against Dynasties, nakamotorsiklo pa sila, may mga kotse, iba yung naglalakad, mga estudyante sa UP, itong Wednesday talagang they're gonna come out in full force. Ilang grupo, based on what you see, are coming? Because you predicted this in this first of this series.
Yes. Mama Sapano, let us admit, became the triggering mechanism.
Yes.
That triggered immediately the height of insensitivities. That now immediately, para bang it's a clarion call. No?
It is.
Hey guys, sabi niya, let us now register our protest. Not anymore conventionally, but in the streets. No? So, maraming nakikipag-usap sa akin, tumatawag. Sabi ko, I respect all of you. I'm not trying to dictate the conduct of your protest, no? You can protest, but just do it peacefully because we are known to be organizers of a peaceful revolution. Okay, so as this is now progressing, the ante, ang nangyayari dito, the government is as if fueling it. Kesa putting out the fire.
With these remarks.
With these remarks na mga walang kwenta yan, irrelevant sa mga taong yan. Tapos itutulak mo yung BBL, itulak mo dyan. Tapos nagsisinungaling to sa mga hearing. No?
Yeah, no.
Si parang baliktad eh, imbes na patayin mo yung sunog, para mapinalalaki yung sunog. Now,
but how do you account for all the different movements? You see, you seem to be in the middle. That's why when we saw each other before we started, nasa gitna ka, your names come out. In fact, you have been mentioned even by Coloma, the spokesperson of Malacanang. You're being interviewed by the big networks. It seems they're all congregating around you, but you don't necessarily support or deny them.
No,
all of them.
I get it because...
Oo nga, nalilito ako. Where is it going? Magko-converge ba lahat yan?
Magko-converge yan. I'm telling you...
Kasi iba-ibang leader yan, ha? Lahat sila, iba-ibang leader yan.
Yes. But at the end of the day, he who brings forward the bigger force will lead.
Majority? Tyranny of the majority? Ganun ba mangyayari?
Hindi sa tyranny of majority. This will be definitely led by spiritual and moral leaders.
That's one group that says we should have the spiritual leaders, especially the CBCP and the priests. There's another group who promotes, just today, si Bubi Tiglao is promoting all former presidents, vice presidents, and speakers of the houses, of both houses. Then you have, ang daming different groups. Then you have what you call the academe and whatnot.
Alam mo, Hari, now you will realize how frustrated our people are. Kung ano-ano nang naiisip na sistema, mapalitan lang
Parang ganun.
ang pamamahala.
Yung commonality is get Pinoy out.
Kaya,
I don't understand. It's
now, there are now floating so many designs, so many proposals, so many systems of whether it is a joint committee, they have a council of elders.
Exactly the point.
They have, now,
exactly the point.
these are all signs of frustration wherein they're trying to present it to the public. Alin ba dito ang gusto po ninyo? So there are now various proposals on the table. And we, who are discerning people, are looking at who, no?
What, charismatic? Who is going to be the leader?
Can present, no? The best option that is non-violent. Hindi, it cannot be questioned as if, mga grupong ito, bengatibo ito dahil past administration ito.
Isa yan. One group yan.
Ito naman to, mga kaliwa ito.
Identified din.
Lahat naman yan, gusto lagi kalaban, no?
Mga bayan, kabayan, lahat sila nasa labas na.
Now,
the red flags are out.
With this now, at present, there is now an emerging bigger group. Nameless, faceless for the moment, but are prepared to take the responsibility.
But who will decide, boy?
Uh,
Who will
it's
decide? Kayo.
EDSA is in the hearts of men. It is not in the desire of somebody who will plan it. Ang spirito po ng EDSA nasa puso ng tao. Pag po dumating yung oras na yan, yung galvanization of their hearts, thinking with the same mindset, this is what I accept and what I like, then
But here, baliktad. Unlike EDSA 1, and, well, EDSA 1, nagpupulong-pulong na with Cardinal Sin calling everybody, but it was Ramos, President Ramos and Enrile, who galvanized and put together the group, who handed it over to Cory. They did not take power to themselves, but that's how it congregated.
can I correct it a little bit,
Sige,
Hari,
sige.
ganito, I went to EDSA, not because of President Ramos, and really, but I admired what they did. I was emboldened. Nawala yung takot ko sa military na dati takot ako.
Leadership lumabas.
Kasi under martial law condition Nawala.
Nawala.
Nung lumabas ito ngayon, tapos nanawagan ng ating mahal na kardinal.
Correct.
That's when we all
Came out.
Congregated. Remember, and the focal point is a dictator, That,
Common enemy.
common
Everybody
enemy, yeah.
wanted to take him down.
Si Estrada, ganun din,
Estrada, because of that envelope,
Correct.
there was disgust.
Ayaw buksan.
Ayaw buksan, nag-trigger.
Because of, baka madiscover daw yung mga korupsyon,
Correct.
wala naman panalaman.
Walang laman. Walang
So, okay,
laman.
now, in this case ngayon, ang issue is incompetence.
Yes,
No?
correct.
Okay.
If it is
For
proven.
personally to him, it's the incompetence.
Yes.
That's why they're trying to hide it. All this issue, because it will galvanize the belief of incompetence in leadership. Now, itong mga tao ngayon, buo na yung mind nila. Ngayon, ang tinitin lang ngayon, saan ba ako lilinya?
Yan ang tinatanong ko sa iyo.
Saan ako lilinya?
Sino mag-choose? Kasi kay Estrada, Constitution eh.
Correct.
We follow the constitutionality.
On a pastoral letter by Jaime Cardinal Sin that says, Joseph Estrada must step down.
Yes. But
Constitutional succession. Nakalagay doon.
Correct. Constitutional
Succession, yes.
Hindi gaya ng revolutionary government, baliktad yun.
Baliktad.
That was sparked with the leadership of Ramos and Enrile.
Then Enrile and Ramos said, we are giving it to
binigay nila kay
Cory.
Cory.
Tama ka doon, binigay.
Binigay,
Because inamin nila na dinaya si
correct.
Cory nung election. Siya ang duly elected president.
They handed power
Yes,
over.
yes.
This one, there is the common cause, Noy step down. It seems that's the one voice everyone is saying.
Yes.
Pero sino kaya pipili? Because there is no mechanism. The COMELEC has zero integrity. Who is going to choose? You will be the leader of the land.
Meron akong, but this is still speculative. But I learned from some of the military officers. I cannot validate it, but some cabinet members are talking to them.
So they are part.
And saying that they shall act as the caretaker government.
Should we allow caretaker
No, that's right.
government?
Caretaker government, and that for the military to accept it. This is the exit mechanism.
But constitutional. The Constitution is explicit. Pag pinababa mo yung
But
isa,
that's why it's a coup d'etat from within.
you're qualifying that type of coup d'etat. But should it not be Binay? As much as whether you are for or against Binay, he holds the constitutional mandate.
Correct. But as I
I mean,
said,
I'm not pro, I'm not
No,
against.
that's what. All I'm
Binay.
just saying is, people know I'm Binay, But I told the Vice President, in this case,
Actually, you're pro Noy. That's why I find
because
it
I'm Noy, I'm Noy
You're Noy. You've
Kaya
always,
napakahirap po ng struggle ko.
You've always announced that.
That's why, as I said, I am not for his stepping down. Tinabi ko na, ito maliwanag. But I still demand the truth,
Which will bring him down.
Now, if that is so,
Kailangan bumaba.
then
So be it.
but he should be, okay, a leader enough to say, gentlemen, no, I assume responsibility, no, I am stepping down and allow the Constitution to take its course. But that is his initiative.
Yeah, but boy, we already know there is incompetence, so we know that's not going to happen. There's incompetence in leadership. So,
but you see,
that being absent, aren't we only left with the Constitution rather than following mob rule that comes in force?
but the problem is enshrined in the Constitution is EDSA people power.
So revolutionary government to, parang ganon.
Hindi, yung people power by removing a bad precedent. But to install a revolutionary government is another issue. It's the removal
That's the commonality.
The commonality, yes.
But so ang daming forces. Let's assume let's limit it to, let's say, 100. Or let's say 20. Marami rin sila.
Ngayon, why don't you imagine this? No? Okay, may nag-gather dyan, no? Yung malalakas na puwersa, lalo na yung bayan. No?
Oh, isang puwersa yan.
Isang puwersang malaki yan. Ano?
Unified yan.
Nandun yung kanilang mga kasamahan sa Sanlakas, Partido Manggagawa,
The red flags.
Lagbayan, no? All of these groups. And then now the small groups that emanated from this, no?
Dumadami
like a mosquito brigade, no? We call it. Pag ito nagsama-sama, pagkatapos pinamunuan ng malaking ang grupo ng mga spiritual. Because everything, if you look at EDSA 1 and EDSA 2, is always led by the cross. It's always led by the cross. Cardinal Sin led EDSA 1. In EDSA 2,
I agree with
the
that.
same. No, so, and the military's withdrawal of support is more comfortable in supporting a church-led, no, people power. No?
But the church has never taken the helm or was never interested in being at the helm.
No,
That's the difference.
Sa kanila is, we can pastor our flock, no, to fight for the right, to fight for the truth. But they can never say that because we want to be in power, because the church is never in that position and will never assume that position.
Seeing what's going on every hour, the development, because it's almost every hour. Everything's very fluid now between now and Wednesday up to Thursday.
Yes.
So, where do you think it's going in your, based on your
Your
analysis? Kasi nakikita mo, nagbi-build, maraming tumatawag,
marami
nagko-comment, nababasa.
Marami. At saka yung
Tingin
mobilization.
mo, ito na yung volcano, it's going to peak?
It will now contribute to it because there are now activities also in the provinces that are doing it nationwide. So, kasi katulad yan, nagmarcha yung mga kabataan noon sa Plaza Miranda. Tapos nagkaroon sila, no? Alam mo, we have to give prior importance to the youth, no? The youth is the hardest to bring into the streets because they are now engrossed, no? Tied to their computers, tied to the internet highway, and communicating just among themselves, the sector. I could sense now that the messages in the internet highway is, we have, no, because we cannot just keep on talking among ourselves, they said. We have to register our dissent in the streets. That is now the general message.
UP says that they're going to be full out on the streets with a human chain on Wednesday, and they're just going to block EDSA. Let's see. Boy, we're going to have to take a short break. Interestingly enough, ladies and gentlemen, as Mr. Saicon has noted, EDSA 1 and 2 were led by the cross, and it was the pastoral messages and the leadership that actually brought the people to the street. This is exactly what he's pointing out again. The critical mass here can only be put together, the unification of all this dissent, the consequence of all this. This was brought together by the church. Interestingly enough, while all of this is going on, it seems we're talking of another faith that exists within the same country, the Muslims. And then we've got the BBL. And then everyone pursuing and diverting, if that is the issue, towards dealing with murderers, the MILF. What, to give them 72 billion, to give them autonomy? These are the new issues. When we come back, we'll tackle that issue. So all within this program. We'll be right back.